Let's see if... oh, okay, now it's moving. Okay, so once again, trigonometry is a study of all kinds of triangles. That's why we have the TRI, triangle. That's why we call it trigonometry. So let us start first with the basic topic about trigonometry, or the first one is about the Pythagoras theorem, or this is the right triangle. So let's start first with the right triangle. So we said that this is right triangle because it has 90 degrees angle. So for sure, some of you have a knowledge already about this topic. Okay, right triangle. Okay. And the opposite side of the right angle, this side, is what we call the hypotenuse. And the hypotenuse is known as the longest side of a right triangle. The longest side of a right triangle. Okay, and the other two are called legs, A and B. So do not be dependent. Do not depend only on the letters. For example, letter C, it must be hypotenuse. No, sometimes I use X, sometimes I use Y, or N, okay, or M. So you have to know first where is the hypotenuse. Okay, hypotenuse is always the opposite side of the 90 degrees angle. Hypotenuse. Right? Can I move on now? Next page. Next slide. Okay, let me know if I am too fast. Okay, so these are the formulas that we are going to study for today. These are the Pythagorean theorem or Pythagoras theorem. Okay, whereas the side C, or the hypotenuse, is equal to square root of a squared plus b squared. And side A equals square root of c squared minus b squared, and side B equals c squared minus a squared. So this one is easy to remember. Okay, I will give you a tip, simple tip. Since C is the longest side of the hypotenuse, the longest side of a right triangle, so we have to add, okay? Because we said that it is the longest side, so it means you have to add. And then A and B, okay, is not the longest, or the maybe short and longer, or long or longer. Okay. You have to subtract from the hypotenuse. So of course you have to write first. Hello. Okay, you have to write first the hypotenuse and subtract it to the other side of the triangle. Okay. I will give you some example. So only plus and minus. Okay, example number 1. So this is on your this is from your book. Okay, I don't know what page is it, but I just get 5 examples only, because there's a lot of questions there. So I think, or I'm sure, 5 examples are enough. So notice that this one is the right angle, so it means that this side is the hypotenuse. Okay, and the formula to find the hypotenuse, the value of hypotenuse is to add. Okay, so 5 square plus 9 square. So we have 25 plus 81. We have 106. Am I right? Yeah, 106. So our value of hypotenuse, the measure, 10 point. So we have to use 2 decimal places. So since it is 9 and then 5, 10.295. So even if, I will write first, 10.295. Okay, but we need only 2 decimals, so it's still 10.3. Okay, 10.3 centimeter. All right, so for this topic, we are going to use 2 decimal places. Am I losing my microphone? Okay. Again, for this topic, we are going to use 2 decimal places because we need it to the next lesson after Pythagoras theorem. Okay. Next, number 2. Okay, so still hypotenuse, finding the value of x. Okay, so x is equal to 3 squared plus 5.1 squared. So we have 9 plus, what is 5.1 square? $26.01. So plus 9. We have 35.1. 01. So, square root of 35.01. So our value of hypotenuse or value of x is 5.92. If you have your calculator there, 5.92 because it's 5.916. So we will get only 2 decimal places. So 5.92 centimeter. Okay, moving on. Number 3. All right, so we have 4.8 and then 7 centimeter and then x. So again, x is the hypotenuse. Okay, so we have 4.8 square plus 7 square. What is 4.8 square? We have 23.04 plus 49. How many? 72.04. Then square root of 72.04. 8.49 centimeter. So almost 8.5, but then again, we will use 2 decimal places always for this one. Because after this, our topic is about the sine, cosine, tangent. So we will use always two decimal places. All right, number 4. Please let me know if you are not yet finished. Okay, number 4. Okay, so 8 centimeter. All right, so now we have the hypotenuse here. This one is hypotenuse. Okay, hypotenuse. So one of the legs, okay, we have to find it. So x. So since hypotenuse is the longest side, this is what I'm talking about. The longest side, so it means you will write it first. Okay, 17 squared minus then 8. 8 squared. Okay, 17 square, how many? 289 minus 64 is 225. So our value of x is 15 centimeters. All right. Okay, next, number 5. Then after this,
2 minutes.
okay.
Okay, Mr.
Okay. Okay, number 5. So another leg. Okay, square root. So hypotenuse is the longest. So it means you have to write it first. 13 squared minus 12 square. So only plus and minus. Okay. So we have 169 minus 144. So x. 169 minus 144 is 25. So our value of x is 5 centimeter. Okay, so moving on. So this is a right triangle. Now first we have to study how to name the angles of a right triangle. So for example, I decided to put angle A in here. Actually, I can put angle A in here. I can put angle A in here. So once again, do not always based on the letters, okay? Angle A, so since the opposite side of, so since the opposite side of angle A is here, so I will write side A in here, okay? But if you write angle B, then you will write small b on the other side or the opposite side. Then next one, I will put angle B here. So since the opposite side of this angle is here, so I will write side B. Okay? And then angle C, the opposite side of angle C is small c. Do you understand, or do you want me to repeat? Silence means yes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you understand. Moving on. Okay. So whatever triangle, okay, angle M, so it means this is side M. Okay. Angle N, so it means this side is side N. Okay. This is how to name angles and side. Angle P, so it means this one is side P. So always opposite. Remember that. Opposite side of the angle. And another thing, that is why we call it opposite. Opposite of capital M is small m. Easy to remember. Always the opposite. Next. Can I move on? Okay. Silence means yes, huh? Okay. It's okay not to copy this one if you understand already. So angle K, this one is side K. Angle E, this one is side E. And angle N, okay, this one is side N. So that is how to name the angle and sides of a triangle. But then again, we will focus first on right triangle. Okay, the sides of a right triangle. Okay, so this one, so we discussed it already. Okay, you can just go back to the drawing, okay, because we are going to name it. Okay, please listen very carefully. I will be slow. Okay, I will explain it in detail. Okay. Okay, so we know that this one is the hypotenuse. Okay, the longest side of a right triangle. Now, if, okay, for example, if you are going to use, okay, if you are going to use angle A, side A, we will call it opposite. Okay? Again, if you will use angle A on the solution or in the word problem, you will use angle A, the opposite side, we will call it opposite. Please remember that, because if you don't understand this one, you will never understand also the formula. Okay, next. And the other side, we will call it adjacent. So we have three sides, okay? Hypotenuse, we know that already, hypotenuse, which is the longest side. Opposite and adjacent, it depends on what angle you are going to use. Again, if you are going to use angle A, side A will be your opposite side. And side B is your adjacent side. Okay, can you follow? Do you want me to repeat? No? Okay. Silence means yes, you understand? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next. Now, if you are going to use angle B, okay? If you are going to use angle B on the word problem or any questions or equation, side B is now your opposite. Remember that. Okay? If you will use side B, if you will use angle B, okay, side B will be your opposite. That's why we call it opposite. Okay? Because you are using angle B, so opposite is side B. All right? And side A is now your adjacent. So side C, or this side, is always hypotenuse. It doesn't change. Okay? Do you understand? Yes. Okay. Please make sure you can follow na. Okay, the three trigonometric functions. Okay, now we are going to enter to the level up. Okay, the second topic of trigonometric or trigonometry. Okay. Okay, so we have sine A, opposite over hypotenuse, cosine A, adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent A, opposite over adjacent. Okay. So please copy first. Okay. Moving on.
Not yet, Mister.
Okay. Okay. Can I move on now? All right. Next. So it means that sine A is equal to A over C. Cosine A equals B over C. Oh, sorry. And tangent A equals A over B. Now, this capital letters or these letters represent as angle. Okay. If you have to find the measure, okay, of the angles or the side, okay, so you have to remember this formula. Don't worry, I will give a lot of examples. So for now, I must please make sure that you understand the formula, how to remember the formula. I will give you a simple tip, okay, to easy to remember the formula. Next. Okay, so for B, the same, okay, angle B, the same, opposite over hypotenuse, cosine adjacent over hypotenuse, tangent B, opposite over adjacent. So if you can see, they are the same, right? But for the sides, okay, it will have different, okay, because opposite, you changed the opposite already. Your opposite now is side B because you use our reference is angle B. All right? Moving on. Okay. Simple, easiest way to remember all of this formula. Because when I was in college or Mateum level, okay, my teacher taught me this. Okay, so ka towa. So ka towa. Sine opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine, adjacent over hypotenuse. Tangent, opposite over adjacent. SOHCAHTOA. So it is easy to remember these three formulas. Okay? If you know where is the opposite, where is the hypotenuse, where is the adjacent, okay, you can use this correctly or properly. SOHCAHTOA. Okay, please take note of that. Until now, I am using it. Easy to remember. SOHCAHTOA. Okay? So let me give you some examples. Okay, I have 9 minutes. Can I move on now? So clear na? Easy to remember, SOHCAHTOA. Okay, solving for the sides and angles of a right triangle given two sides of a triangle. Okay, so let us draw. What is the instruction? Okay, so we have to find the angle for the sides and angles. So again, it means we have to complete the sides and angles of a right triangle. Okay, so we can draw a sketch. So for example, this is C, which is 38 centimeter. So now we do not know yet which one is longer, A or B. So for now, let us solve it using Pythagoras theorem. B equals 38 squared minus 20 squared. You can solve it directly in your calculator. Okay, 38 squared minus 20 squared is 32.31. Okay, centimeter. So now we know which one is longer. Okay, so the longer side is B. So it means I will write B on this side, 32.31 centimeter. And then A is here, 20 centimeter. Now, how about for the angles? For the angles, so it means side A is here. It means angle A is here. Okay? And then side B is here. It means angle B is here. And then C. Okay? Can I proceed now? Okay. Silence means yes. All right. This is my problem now. How can I show you? So let us find first angle A. So if I am going to find angle A, okay, let me use color green. If I have to find angle A, and it means that, Naipapon, what side is this? If I'm going to use angle A, what side is this?
Again, please.
Huh?
Again, please.
Again, please. Okay. If I'm going to use angle A, what side is this? The A. Side A is what? Opposite or adjacent? Okay, opposite. Okay, opposite. And it means that this is adjacent. and this one is hypotenuse. Always hypotenuse. Okay, so since this one is A, so opposite from the SOHCAHTOA, SOHCAHTOA. Okay. Anyway, you can use either of these three because we have complete sides. Okay, so for example, I want to use sine. So sine A equals how many is this? Opposite over hypotenuse. So, right? We had 20 over 38. Now, on your calculator, do not compute yet the what is 20 over 38. No, okay, not yet. What are you going to do is wait. I will. Why 28? Okay, 20 over 38. Okay. So on your calculator, press shift if you have. I'm sure you have it, or shift, and then you can see sine on your calculator, because above the calculator it has this symbol, okay, which is this one, and then it has open parenthesis when you press it, right? And then press the fraction 20 over 38 and then press equal. So that we can get the exact value. Kanokpon, what is the answer? What is the angle A?
31.
31.
76.
Okay, 76. Okay, degrees. Okay. Now for the last angle is the ACS. Why? You can use 180 degrees minus angle C is 90, right? 90 degrees plus 31.76 degree. Where did I get 180? Okay, the total angle of triangle is 180. Minus 90, then 31.76. Napat, what is the answer? Okay, 58.24 degrees. So now we have completed the angles and sides of a right triangle.